Word. Okay, so we're in week 2 here. I'm going to really try to actually apply oxygen advantage techniques today. So AKA we're gonna get after it a little bit. And pretty much this whole session we'll do from like a standing position. We're gonna wake ourselves up here a little bit. So you guys can both pop out of your chairs. And what I want you to do is I want you to find what we're going to call a standing set position. And so that's going to be like your just resting standing position. So like posture and then like hand position. Like, what do I do with my hands? Um, pick something. I like this right here. Just kind of like a little cross. You kind of let them relax right there. So this is our standing set position, okay? And then from this position, we're just going to quickly recap. I have a little graphic here. Again, a really high-end quality graphic. All right, so here's our open house, our functional breathing open house. In the foundation of this house, posture and relaxation. That is the start of these breathing focus points, is with our posture and relaxing. All right, and then on the roof, why I did it in this order, I don't know. And the roof, use your nose. First column, light breathing, all right? And that's that analogy of as the air enters your nose, and slow that down. And you think about like a fog moving across a lake. That's how slowly I want you to pull the air in, all right? And that second column, low, the diaphragmatic breathing. So your chest isn't moving, but your belly is moving. As you inhale, that belly expands, your ribs expand, not your chest puffing up. And as you exhale, that collapses, your diaphragm actually moves upward. All right. And then lastly is that cadence, slow, right? So that's what we defined as 6 breaths per minute. And that's that functional breathing house. So this is where we want to come back to before and after these exercises that we're about to do. So this is our standing set position right here, just focusing on functional breathing, in through the nose, out through the nose. We'll go 5 seconds in, just to keep it simple for today, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. So that's what I want you to kind of count in your own head. And the very first thing we're going to do before we actually exercise is test our BOLT, what's called our BOLT measurement, our blood oxygen level test. And this is, it's simple, but you do have to focus here, okay? Because it's kind of specific. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you exhale and pinch your nose, just standing still. You're going to pinch your nose. Don't do it just yet. Sorry. What happens at the end is the key. Okay. So you're going to pinch your nose as long as it takes for your brain to send a signal to your body to breathe. So it's not a thought like, oh, I want to breathe soon. No. It's an actual signal that your body will like twitch or something. So you're either going to like swallow or your belly will kind of contract, and it's basically saying, give me air. And when that happens, you could easily, especially both of you as competitive guys, you could easily push past that and try to get a longer breath hold time. That's not what this BOLT score is about. The BOLT score is about how long does it take for your brain to send a signal to breathe. So what I'll do is I'll just put a stopwatch right here up against the camera, and you guys can basically do this on your own. I'm not going to record your time or anything like that, but you're going to exhale. So it's inhale lightly, exhale lightly. When you pinch, that's when you would start your timer. And then when you unpinch, when that signal happens, you kind of get that urge to breathe, you check the time. Okay. And that's your BOLT score. All right. So give you guys about a minute here. Get ready to set it up on your own. Start the timer. You can just subtract. You guys know how to do math. Inhale, exhale, pinch. And the real key to this is relaxing. See how long you can relax. When your body forces you to not relax, the drill's over. Good. All right. So whatever your score was, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. And that is most accurate first thing in the morning. So this is a good time to do this because you don't have any like other hindrances on your breathing other than your sleep last night. All right. And if you do oxygen advantage training, which for the next 14 minutes we will be, this Bolt score should improve. That's how you know you're doing a good job. So we'll redo this Bolt test at the end of the session, and hopefully we gain a couple points there. All right. So first things first, we're going to do a nose unblocking exercise, very similar to the Bolt score. We're going to inhale, exhale, pinch the nose, but this time when we pinch the nose, we're going to stretch out our neck. All right. So let's go inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pinch. And let's go left and right, nice and slow. Squeeze different parts of your nose, turn the whole thing on. Yep, maybe some circles. And then when you unpinch, try to go really slow inhale. Go ahead and unpinch and really slow inhale. Control that. All right, that's a really simple nose unblocking exercise. And as you get your breathing back to normal, I just want you to think about like the size of the airway. If you pull air in really hard, the louder it is, that's actually the sound of the airway constricting. So it's counterintuitive. The harder you pull air in, the less oxygen you end up getting. So you want to pull air in really slowly, and that actually opens the airway up. All right. So we're going to jump into these, what I'm calling walk, jog, run sets. Walk, jog, runs. So they're all going to be a negative breath hold, which is what we've already done. Inhale, exhale, hold your breath. So walk is going to be a slow body weight squat at a walking pace. So you'll be pinching your nose on a breath hold, and we're just nice and easy body weight squats. When I say jog, pick it up a bit. All right. When I say run, you're going as fast as you can. You're pushing the pace. You're really pushing force into the ground, almost like a speed squat. Okay. So this will be a time thing on my end. I'll tell you when to transition. And then when I say, okay, unpinch and breathe, your goal is to try to control that breathing right away. Okay. So let's inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pinch and do that slow squat. Nice and casual, only a couple here. Good. Pick it up to a jog. And pick it up to a run. Full speed, full speed, full speed. Push it, push it, push it, push it. Wake up here, wake up here. And unpinch and breathe. We're back to our standing set position. You know, this is where we start. This is where we finish, right? With our functional breathing house, everything we worked on last week, you could just pick one thing. It could be light, it could be low breathing that you're focusing on. It could be that pace of one breath per 10 seconds. But this is the key. How quickly can you get back to this after these sets? You know, and as you push these sets harder and harder and harder, you go further into that uncomfortable feeling that is these negative breath holds. Again, you're going to be increasing your heart rate variability, your ability to control your breath, right? Even when your body's telling you to take in more air, you can control that and take in less. All right. 5 sets is the key. We're going to get 5 sets in. I told you we're going to get after a little bit today. All right. So we get maybe a breath or 2 more, and then we're going to hit this second set. All right. So focus on your next breath. All right. And then on me, let's finish that exhale wherever you're at. And then in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Pinch, walk. Focus on form here when you're walking. Focus on your form. You know squat form, but focus on that posture. Good. Now pick it up a little bit. Pick it up to that jogging pace. All right. Now we kind of settle into that uncomfortable feeling, and it's starting to build up, and we push it, push it, push it. Full speed, full speed, full speed, full speed, full speed. Push, 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 and breathe. Good job. Okay, that's set number 2. All right. Now, as you're catching your breath here, I'm going to talk you through this nuanced way that the oxygen advantage teaches us to what's called prolong the hypoxic effect. You guys are in probably just coming out of right now this hypoxic effect, that feeling of like, why am I not giving myself more air? This is like, it's just a weird feeling. It's a buildup of CO2, right? And we want to prolong that. We want to accustom our body to this uncomfortableness, and it starts to get easier and easier as we go. And the way that we prolong this is that after the breath hold ends, so we just finished that last full speed squat, we let go, now we're breathing. We're going to do minimal breathing. So not functional right away, minimal, meaning your body wants to do and catch its breath. But I'm going to try to have you do and cut it short and try to go slow exhale. And then your body's going to want to take in a huge inhale, and maybe you start to, but cut it short. Okay. So you do 6 breaths of minimal breathing after the set, which prolongs this hypoxic effect. Okay. So we're going to try to do that for these last 3 sets. We got this 3rd set coming up here of our walk, jog, run. All right. So let's get another breath here. Finish your exhale. And we go in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, pinch, walk. Focus on form. Jog. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Find your pace. All right, now start to pick it up a little bit. Good, pick it up, push it, push it, push it. Go towards that uncomfortableness. Okay, and breathe. Minimal breathing. See if you can limit how much air you take in. For 6 breaths. You could take a little bit in and hold it. That's fine. As long as we take in as little air for these first 6 breaths. All right, you should feel that hypoxic effect lasting longer now. It's intentional. All right, that's that 3rd set. This is the set number 3. This is the set where your body's starting to be like, okay, I think I get what you're trying to get me to do here. It's still confused. It's still confused with you. Set 4 and 5, it should click. All right, 5 sets is the key. Okay, so now you're getting yourself back to that functional breathing house. Okay, so bring your attention, pick something. Pick your posture, pick your light breathing, pick 1 or 2 things of that functional breathing house and just focus there for the next 30 seconds. Time's flying, guys. 5:15 already. All right, we got 2 more sets. All right, and I'm not going to time up your breaths now because I think you guys are in tune with this yourself. Give yourself 1 more inhale and 1 more exhale, and then start your walk. Nice and easy on the walk. You should have very little air in your lungs right now. Pick it up to a jog. Nice and smooth. Good. And then pick it up to a sprint. Full speed, full speed. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Push into it. Whenever you need to breathe, breathe. Up to you. Six breaths, minimal breathing. Prolong that feeling. You can inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold. And each inhale, cut it short. Don't take that full inhale that you really want to. These are these minimal breaths, right? That's the 4th set. Your body should start to be like, okay, I think I get this now. Does it feel any better? Not necessarily, right? It still feels weird, but your body is starting to cooperate with you now, all right, with what your mind is asking it to do. All right. And this 5th set doesn't always mean it's the easiest, all right, but this 5th set is so important in actually creating that change that we're going to create. You probably feel it right now. What you're doing when you use that oxygen, especially when you hit that sprint, you're using oxygen. Your muscle tissue is using oxygen, and you're simultaneously not giving yourself new oxygen. So you're using what you already have, and your body will learn to be more efficient with what it has. Okay, especially as you get better at those minimal breaths at the end of the set. All right, your body's going to start to get used to this. Okay, and let's get 2 more breaths on your own. 2 more inhales, 2 more exhales. Make it slow, make it calm. Once you finish that 2nd exhale, start your walk. Nice and easy, focusing on form. All right, pick it up to that jog. All right, and then we're pushing it here. We're pushing it here. Sprint. All right, this is our last set. Sprint. Hit it. Whenever you need to breathe, you can cut it off. Good. And just focus. Minimal breathing now. 6 breaths, minimal breathing. And after you feel like you've exhausted that feeling of CO2 buildup or hypoxia, you bring your attention back to functional breathing. All right, when you get to functional breathing, you should start to you'll feel your heart rates beating a little bit. You can slow that down now by using your diaphragm, by using those tools we kind of worked on in week 1 with just the functional breathing side of things. You can slow that heart rate down. All right. Okay, 5:19 here. I'm going to sneak this last concept in right now, and we'll finish with this. And this is the introduction of breath with movement. Everything we've done so far, you're moving on a breath hold. All right. Now we're going to breathe while we move. Okay, so I'll do this one with you. We're going to do a squat. 5 seconds in on the way down, 5 seconds out on the way up. All right, with me. Ready? In. Out. In. Out. Try to limit how much air you take in. In. Out. In. Out. Last one. In. Out. Good. All right, mother flippers. Happy 5 a.m. sesh. 20 minutes of oxygen advantage breath work in the books. You guys should feel good about that. That should have been pretty uncomfortable at times. Hit me with questions if you got them. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your freaking day.
Thanks a lot, bud. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks, Griff.